Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to the next tutorial video here on duct tape creations. For today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a quad fold wallet. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing you need to do to make your duct tape quad fold wallet is just to start off with 4 strips of tape here that are 12 inches long, or a foot long. And now you're going to take your first strip here and flip it over. Okay, so now take your second strip and we're just going to stick this right on top of that one. So that's going to get a little bit tricky when the strips are this long, but just take your time and you'll get it right. So just carefully lay it down right on top of here. Make sure you get everything even, so there's just about no sticky sides showing, so right there, everything's good. So now for this I'm just using the electric blue and turquoise from Duct brand, if you were wondering. Okay, so now take your next strip here, and you're going to stick this down at 3 3/4 inches, or sorry, yeah, 3 3/4 inches. Sorry about that, but 3 1/4 inches. You're going to stick this down here. So now you can use a ruler or a cutting mat, whatever you prefer to use. It's all up to you. I just prefer to use my cutting mat because it's right there in front of you. Okay, now take your final strip and just stick this right on top of here. So just like that. So now you should have this sheet that is 3 1/4 inches tall or high and 12 inches in length, or a foot long, you could say. So now the next thing you want to do is cut out 4 more strips of tape that are the exact same length and make another sheet that is an exact duplicate of this. So 12 inches long and 3 1/4 inches high. And once you have both of these sheets done, we can move on. Okay, so now you've finished sticking together all your strips here. You should have 2 sheets of tape that are the exact same size, which would be 12 inches long, or a foot, and 3 1/4 inches in width. So now the next thing we're going to do is start folding this. So first you're going to take one corner here and fold it into 3 inches. So that'd be right about there. And take the other side and fold it also into 3 inches. And then you just fold that right in the middle there. Right there, so there you go. And then you shouldn't have any warp lines or anything. It should all be even. So just like that there. Okay, so now that you have this folded like so, we can start sticking these together, which is what these strips down here are for. So what you're going to need is to cut out 2 strips of tape that are 6 inches long, then cut that in half, so it's 3. So you have 3-inch strips, so just like this here. And then you're just going to come in between each fold line and stick this down. So this helps it fold better once you have all the edges stuck together. So there's going to be a little bit of gap between each fold, so it gives I'm not sure how you'd word it, but it would give it more space to fold so it doesn't warp or anything. So just stick them down like this, and peel it over the other side. Okay, and do the same thing over here on the ends. Just leave a little bit of a gap, stick it down, flip this over, and then if you get a little bit of access right over here, just take your Exact knife or your scissors. Wrong Exact knife there, but just take your scissors or Exact knife, just cut that off right there. Get a little bit of access. So now we're going to take one last one, which is your last strip, and just seal up the other end. Okay, so get that unstuck there, okay. So we're just going to stick that down right there. Actually, let me move it over a little bit so there's a gap. Always make sure there's a gap there instead of just messing it up. But if you mess up, just peel it up again and just re-stick it down. So I'm just going to stick that down right there. Okay. And peel it over. So now you have your entire bottom sealed. Okay. I know I'm using the wrong Exact knife, whatever. But, okay, I'm just going to trim off a little bit more of this extra stuff here with my scissors. So just trim that down. If you have any excess like that, you can just use your scissors or Exact knife to trim that off. Okay, so now this should just fold right into place. Just make sure everything folds correctly. before you seal up the ends, and there should be, again, no warp lines, so that looks good right there. Okay, so now you can take, now you're going to need to cut one more tape that's 3 1/4 inches tall, or long, I guess you say. Okay, and then you're just going to take, exact knife again, and just take this one and cut it in half. So just like that. Okay, I'm going to stick this right on the side here, right like that, and then fold it over to this side. So that's good. Let's do this on the same thing on the other side. Stick half of it there, and seal it down, flip it over, and stick the other half right on here. So there we go. So there's the billfold, and then just fold right into place. So just like that. Just work with a little bit to, if there's any warp lines, just work with a little bit to try and get them out. So there we go. There's a little bit of one right there. It's kind of hard to not get any warp lines in it, but once you have it down pat, it should come out good. So there you go. So now, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the quad fold wallets, being as how big of a bifold they have. I mean, a billfold they have. I mean, it's fairly big. I personally think it's oversized, but some of you guys out there may like this type of wallet. So I thought I'd make this tutorial for you guys. For card holders for this, you can either use vertical card holders, or you can just use the basic card holders. I do put links in the description below to both videos I have showing you how to make the vertical card holders and the basic card holders, so you can choose what type you want to put in here. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Alright guys, so like I said before, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial for the quad fold wallet. So it's a pretty nice wallet. Like I said, it's a little, I honestly don't like it that much. I think the billfold's a little bit oversized, and the size of the wallet's a little bit too big, but that's just my opinion. Some of you guys out there may like it. So that's pretty much going to wrap up things here. If you guys have any ideas for the next tutorial or time-lapse, you can let me know down in the comments below. If you guys do like what you see on the channel, subscribe if you'd like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like the video, please leave a like. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So once again, hope you enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching. And as always, just enjoy the one of those duct tape. Catch you next time.